My research topic will discuss the impact of 3D printing on people. Some may oppose the concept of 3D printing because it can be used to print guns that could eventually harm people. Personally, I argue that in a modern society, consisted of people who use technology on a daily basis can significantly be impacted by the addition of 3D printers, since it can revolutionize our lives in many ways by serving as an object that provides desired tools. What is 3D printing? 3D printing in basic terms is a technology that lets you turn a 3D digital file into a 3D physical product. It can be almost anything you can imagine. How does 3D printing work? First step is to get a 3D file. Either download the file from the internet or design your own 3D object using numerous softwares. Either way, the software will slice your object into layers. By building upon layer by layer, you will be able to create a plastic object in 3D dimension. Although 3D printing allows people to create their imaginations, some people may not expand their imaginations to create an object that can benefit themselves or others. Instead, they might create objects that may harm others, such as guns or knives. As opposed to modifying the technology, government officials have banned 3D printing in some places. 3D printing can revolutionize the world in numerous ways. Starting off, 3D printing is cost efficient for average families. Although it might cost an average of $2,000, it can help save money spent on buying required objects that can be printed. The person utilizing the 3D printer must be technology savvy, or else the outcome of the final product may not be satisfying. 3D printing can also revolutionize the field of medicine. It can be used to make hearing aids. Dentists may use it for dental implants. Surgeons can use it for body organs and prosthetics. Although 3D printing can significantly impact the field of medicine, the idea of printing body parts on demand becoming a routine can act for or against the morals of this world. Some patients may not approve of fake body organs and such. 3D printing can efficiently manufacture products. Printers can produce an object entirely in fewer steps, whereas in factories, a single machine can only create one part of an object. Also, since 3D printing can only print models displayed inside of a computer, it will ease the process of customization and complexity while making it increasingly affordable. Although 3D printing can efficiently manufacture products, it can diminish traditional models of distribution, warehousing, shipping, and retailing, since products are made where they are needed. 3D printing can and has revolutionized the world significantly in many ways. Along with it, it can and has attempted to impair the world in several ways. A guy named Cody Wilson has created and used the blueprint of a weapon, which he called the Liberator, and published it online for others to download. Although people have downloaded and printed the weapon, they had done it just out of curiosity. Eventually, the State Department did step in and demanded for him to take down the blueprints. This video demonstrates and summarizes issues concerning 3D gun printing.
In here we have the 3D printer.
This is his 21st Century Forge, a basic 3D printer costing around $1,300. It melts layers of hot plastic on top of one another, and these gradually make, well, whatever you want. Using a design downloaded from the internet, Travis has made a handgun almost entirely of plastic called the Liberator. It fires regular bullets.
It is a very basic firearm, so it's very simple and fairly unreliable at this point. But as a technological challenge, building a firearm out of plastic is quite difficult. So it adds a lot of challenge, and it's definitely been very educational for me.
The inventor of the Liberator is Cody Wilson, and it was he who first fired the weapon earlier this year. Under weapons export legislation, the State Department demanded he take down the online blueprints. But by then it was too late, and the files had already been shared thousands of times. Some state legislators are now trying to make it illegal for 3D printers to be used for such a purpose, but supporters like Travis don't see the concern.
It's not a particularly dangerous firearm to others. It's a single-shot firearm, and we have much better firearms available commercially. So I don't worry about it being used in crime or anything of that nature. In terms of people building firearms at home, we've been doing that in America since basically the creation of the country. So, you know, you don't necessarily need a 3D printer to do that. Pretty much a straightforward, it just snaps like that.
It's true that for now, 3D printed guns are primitive, but even cheap printers can already be used to make parts of more advanced weapons. Travis has made the blue components of this AR-15 assault rifle to fit with off-the-shelf parts. The worry for gun control advocates is that as the technology matures, there will be very little that governments can do to limit access to weapons.
Out of concern, most recently, the city of Philadelphia has banned 3D printing of weapons. Although I favor in the decision of Philadelphia, I disagree to a certain extent to ban 3D printing of weapons. Society needs to accept that there will be shooting, and the civil liberty of owning firearms is individual security and liberty, which the government is taking away from the people who desire to print and own a firearm. The solution to control illegal 3D printing of weapons is to monitor gun printing and make sure that people with it have a license to own and print a weapon. Another solution is to completely eliminate printing of weapons by implementing restrictions that enables computers to read any models of weapons. In conclusion, 3D printing plays a significant role in modern society because it revolutionizes every aspect of our lives, whether it impacts our personal lives or different fields of occupation.